Welcome to my channel, Sunshine Shoulders. I'm Calvin. Thank y'all so much for stopping by again today. I got a special guest, Errick. Thanks, man, for your time. I appreciate it.
No problem, man. Enjoy it.
Where you from?
I'm from Chicago, Illinois.
Born and raised?
Born and raised Chicago, Illinois, from the hood.
From the hood. Where you live now in Chicago?
So I live in Oak Lawn. As a matter of fact, it's about 7 miles straight west of where I actually went to grammar school.
Oh, okay. Now, how long have you been coming to the Philippines?
So since 2020, I came right before the pandemic the first time, and my second trip over.
Second trip. So you only been here 2 times. That's it. Now, the reason why I want to tell these stories because his story is really unique. Now, how did you meet your wife?
So I met my wife in Chicago. My mother had asked me to grab her medication and bring it to her job. She worked at Christ Hospital. So I went to Christ Hospital, and my wife now was standing outside of the hospital with her sister. I gave her a business card, basically, and asked her to give me a call. And that was it.
That was it.
That's how I met her.
So it was no dating site?
No dating sites. It was just a eye contact thing, chemistry thing from afar, if you will.
So you wasn't looking at Filipino vloggers like me?
No.
And said, oh, I want to be a Filipino wife?
No. I had no idea about the Filipino culture. I had no idea of any of that, truthfully. It was just a happenstance situation.
Did you know she was Filipino?
I didn't.
You did?
No.
Because you like me, before I started coming to the Philippines, and I'm not prejudiced. I couldn't tell Asian people apart.
No, same here.
Yeah.
Like I said, I grew up in the hood, so I didn't know. As far as we're concerned, most people was Chinese. I mean,
that's right.
That's being honest.
Or Japanese.
Or Japanese. It's really a prejudice thing to say in a sense when you look at it in today's society. But that's how we grew up.
Right. But that's what they used to say about us. All black people look alike.
That's right.
Right?
That's true.
Yeah. But you're in what part of the Philippines right now?
So right now we're staying in Cadiz City and Bacolod City. So we're exchanging time in between those 2 places. My wife's family has residences in both areas.
Yeah. So y'all came here because he watched my interview with Devon.
Yes.
And you messaged me and said, hey man, I'm in the Philippines.
Yeah.
I want to tell my story. Right?
That's exactly right.
What kind of work do you do?
So I work in the healthcare field right now. And basically, I work for a company that provides healthcare information for hospitals.
Yeah, so you've been here how long? When did you arrive?
So I arrived here on December the 30th, 2024, celebrated the new year right at the college, and then we went to Singapore, and we've been back and forth between Cadiz and Bacolod City.
So when you leave?
So I'm leaving on Monday, unfortunately.
Yeah, now he told me something. He said, man, I'm not ready to leave.
I'm not ready to leave.
So what is it about the Philippines that you don't want to go?
Well, the first thing is obviously, look, the weather, man. I mean, what is it? About 90 degrees, 88, 90 degrees, whatever
89.
it is. So 89 degrees, and it's beautiful, sunny day, and I have to go back to Chicago where it's 14, 15 degrees.
Wow.
Yeah.
Does it snow in Chicago?
At the moment, no, but there has been. I have a guy at home that I have to pay to go out and do my walkways and stuff. Yeah, it has happened several times.
Now, how old are you?
I'm 57.
You're 57. Yeah. And how old is your wife?
My wife is 56.
56. Yeah, but she doesn't look 56.
Yeah, we're close in age, and again, I didn't know anything about her at the time that we met. It was just, hey, let's exchange information and let's have a discussion. And that's really what it is.
Did you know anything about the Filipino culture?
No.
Nothing. So you start watching the vlogs. Why?
I started watching because of my interest in her culture. I wanted to start learning a little bit of the language. I wanted to just get a feel of what the Filipino people go through, the things that they, what they're about. And I learned a Filipino song the first time that I came here. I learned a Filipino song called Sila, and I sang it in front of the family. They were shocked.
Oh wow!
They were shocked.
In the language.
In Tagalog.
So you can speak Tagalog?
No,
just the song.
I just learned the song.
Oh man, see that's something.
So we, Filipino culture, right? A lot of karaoke. So we do the karaoke, and I made a video with my wife and my sister-in-law, and sent it to my mom. I actually dedicated it to my mother, who's over here in the Philippines. She's 94 years old.
94. You your mother still alive in America?
Yes, she is. She's 77 years old and doing great. Living in
Still
Miami.
work?
No.
Now, how much of the black experience does your wife know about? Is she familiar with black people?
Absolutely. Now.
But before she met you.
I don't think so. You know, I don't think she was around any black people per se, but you know, she's one of those people who didn't. You know, she grew up in the Philippines, but then she stepped outside of the Philippines. She stayed in Singapore. So she's had experience being around other people. You know, so it was an easy transition.
How long have y'all been married?
So we've been married since 2018.
Since 2018, but y'all met in what?
2012.
2012.
Had the better, man.
Wow. Yeah, that's
Had the better, man.
So I asked all my guests this. Does your wife know who Martin Luther King is?
Absolutely.
Right now she does.
Yes, she does.
But before, do you think?
Yes, she did.
She did?
She did. She's
Wow.
very socially conscious. It's interesting because we've been in, you know, since we've been together, obviously, we go through some situations that, you know, whether that be culturally or otherwise. And, you know, she can tell a story about, you know, how things that she and I have gone through. You know, so you know, I don't want to get specific, but I'll just say that she's very understanding, and she'll be the first on my defense when it comes to anything that's maybe racially motivated. We've had that experience, unfortunately.
Yeah. But see, that's what I wanted to touch on. You had an experience that was it's usually the opposite. You said the sisters were giving you the problem.
Yeah. So
Giving you the one, you know, the up and down.
We went to an event hosted by a fraternity brother of mine, Root to the Q's, and she, we were standing behind this group of young ladies, and they all just suddenly turned around, as they were in front of us, turned around, looked us from toe to head, if you will, and then turned around, you know, just and started talking. Yeah. So we just let it go. We don't entertain that kind of stuff. There's been other things that have happened, but yes, I don't even entertain it.
Something else we were talking about. We just had lunch at Mawani. How was the food?
Oh man, food was excellent. I had ribs, man. I haven't had good ribs since I left, you know, back in the States. And actually, I had some ribs at the Carla. They were not good. I gotta say,
Yeah.
I ain't gonna put the name out there, but they weren't good. These were good. So,
Yeah, they
food was good. Food was good.
Yeah, food was good. But you do a little investing on the side.
Yes, sir. I've been investing since I was 23 years old, 24, right in that time frame. I was fortunate to have a mentor who passed away a few years ago, and he taught me how to get started. Just, hey, here's what you're going to do to start investing. And at that time, the company was getting about 30% return on that investment, man, which is pretty good. Even by today's standard, that's excellent. I wish I could do that every year. But yeah, that's how I learned. And I also had an uncle who taught me real estate in Rockford, Illinois. And I used to go literally knock on doors and go and collect rentals.
Oh, wow.
So that taught me, hey, you need to go get your own property. So I started investing in real estate at the time.
So you got rental property.
Yes, sir.
But you said that you taught your children how to invest.
Yes, both of them. Yeah. I mean, I think it's important that we share that knowledge base. My son is doing very well. You know, he can teach me now.
Oh,
but
wow.
he's more into crypto.
Crypto.
I never got into crypto. I wish that I had. I probably would not be working in it.
But you did get in on Apple at a good time.
Yeah, the first time Apple came out with the old Apple iPod, little thing put around your neck and you go work out. So I went and got one of those, and I was wondering what company made this thing. And so I started investing in that. It bought me a couple properties, two properties.
Wow. Yeah. So you're 57. You're still working. How many more years you plan on working?
Till the Lord says it's time for me to, you know, let it go. It won't be that much longer. And you know, just a few more years. Especially coming to this, man. I'm starting to rethink my long-term goals.
Now, so this is your future plan is to retire in the Philippines?
Absolutely. We've already bought some land. As a matter of fact, we bought the condo too.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, in Kensington, in Buffalo.
College.
Just did that 2 days ago.
So that's where you're going to eventually settle in the college?
Yeah, in Buffalo.
Not in Cadiz?
No. But this is just a place that we'll go with family and kind of go have family gatherings, that kind of thing. We'll go to the college.
What's that? More like a province or something?
Yeah, it's more, but it's a small city. I don't know what the classes are rated here, but it's a smaller town. But it has some good qualities and traits about it. Yeah.
What would you tell somebody, a brother specifically, because we always got a lot of questions. The first question is, oh, do they like you over there? Have you had any problems?
Absolutely. No. Matter of fact, it's interesting because my niece is a counselor in Cadiz City. So I met the mayor, shook hands with the mayor in Cadiz City last weekend, Saturday. Got stage pass, if you will, to the event. And as a matter of fact, they interviewed me on stage at the Cadiz City.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you feel comfortable?
I feel very, very comfortable. Not only comfortable, man, I feel at home. That's the thing. The people treat you like you are family. I mean, even if you're not, they'll treat you that way. And that's the difference. I've been stopped by the police twice. Calvin said he doesn't drive. I drive. Yeah. So I've been driving for about a month now. And, yeah, it's a little challenge, but stopped by the police twice. All I got was smiles and hello, sir.
But you've been to other places though. Where else have you been around the world?
So I've been to Japan, to Brazil, to Argentina, to Mexico, to Canada. And those were all for work. Yeah. Those were all for work. I used to be an engineer, industrial engineer for General Motors. So
How do they stack up against the Philippines
in terms of
the way the people treat you?
Oh, there's no comparison. There's no comparison. No, the people here treat you better than the places that I've been. I mean, it's more like they want to get to know you. They want to know, hey brother, what's up? People will shake your hand, give you dap, just because you're you. They're curious about that, and they're not a people who have any contention. You just don't experience that.
So honestly, your stress levels probably went down since you've been here.
Absolutely.
Now, have they asked you to play basketball yet?
No, but the last time I came, I went on the court, and then several people came over to start. Now, I was coming off of a surgery, so I can't run. But I was able to just shoot some free throws. You could do that kind of thing. But they still came over to just to try to play with me. Oh, okay. He may be able to dribble a little bit. That kind of thing. But nothing.
That's good. This is a cool guy because it's funny, but whenever somebody comes to meet him, you said it, and it seems like we've been knowing each other.
Yeah,
I've never
like
met you before.
Never met you, but I felt like, or feel like I know you have known. But that's just because I see you all the time on TV. And,
like attracts like.
Yeah.
Really. I just like to tell these stories because they're not being told. See, you got a unique story. This guy didn't meet his woman on a dating site. He never even knew anything about the Philippines.
No.
You didn't even know she was Filipino.
No, did not.
And you don't get any different than that. And you met her in person. Did you talk to her, hey baby, like that? Or how did you approach her?
So
for anybody who may want to try to meet a woman like that.
All I did when I took my mom's medicine to her job, I'm sitting in my car. She's standing outside with her sister. Her sister's wheelchair bound, and we just looked at each other. You know the chemical attraction that is there when you see someone, right? So I felt that. I drove away. I circled back at a Burger King, and I said, man, if I don't approach this woman out, you'll never see her again in my life. And interestingly, that was the last time her sister went to that appointment at that location. Wow. So it was fortunate that I went back, gave her a business card, and I said, hey, just give me a call. Let's talk. And that was it.
Y'all been together?
Been together.
And see, that answers a lot of questions. Oh, the Philippines like black people. Okay. Filipinos different when they get to America.
So
she was already there.
She was already there. Yeah.
You didn't take her there.
No, I did not.
She was there for a job.
Yep. She was there to help her sister. Really.
Yeah.
Really to help her sister. And then she was just going there because her sister had a surgery. And that's when I knew the type of person I was dealing with anyway. How many people do you know that would fly from another country just to be by their sibling's side during a surgery? That's what I did. That's how I knew.
Yeah. She was different. Now, what about your family? Did they accept her?
Absolutely. My mother loves her. My mother was there. She was the one, if I had to say anyone really helped us meet, it was her. Because it wasn't her, I never would have. But my brothers, my sisters, they all accepted his family, man. I don't have any problem. There was, a couple of cousins that kind of questioned, but I said, hey, you guys go talk to her. If you're interested in my life, go talk to her and see what you're thinking. And they did that, and they were like, oh man.
But they think that Filipinos are scammers.
Yes.
That's the reputation they have. We didn't give it to them.
No, we didn't.
So that's what they said.
That's
hey,
what
you gonna scam?
And that's the first, my cousin, we had a party. Hey, are you sure about this? She may be, trying to get your money or something. Like, no, I'm positive about this. But you can talk to her now. Just find out,
Now, has he ever been here before? Your cousin?
No.
Has he ever met a Filipino before?
Not to
Not the
It was a female.
This is
It was
just
a female.
Yeah, I know, but this is what we all get.
Yeah, of course.
We get that talk, especially if you're talking about coming to the Philippines. All they're mad. What are you doing going over there?
I've had that question several times. Man, why you want to go to a third world country? Hey. So you get those questions about the authenticity, man. But it's just a matter of what kind of person are you? You know what I'm saying? What kind of people do you attract? And if you're a genuine person, it doesn't matter the background, culture, creed, whatever, man. You can talk to anybody.
More about character. That's what I was just talking about.
Yep.
When you come over here and say, do you like black people? They're not going to like you if you're over here causing trouble.
Exactly.
If you're over here using people, scamming, getting drunk, acting a damn fool.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're a decent human being, you don't have any problem.
I was raised right, and the one thing I have on me is my father's name. And that's the one thing he taught me to make sure I cherish and make sure that I honor that. And that's what I've always done, man. It's just how it is. I was blessed to have my father in my life. All my friends, I have a lot of friends that didn't have that. I had. And it does make to me.
Your life.
To me, absolutely. I have friends that don't have dads that just as good men as I am. You know what I'm saying? But I was fortunate.
Yeah, you got very fortunate. I had a stepfather, though. To me it was like a father. But I knew where my father was. I spent the summers with him. But no, he wasn't there to raise me. But I'm still my father's son.
Absolutely.
Without him, I wouldn't be here. And I think I get a lot of my characteristics from my father. Mannerisms
Same here.
and everything.
Same here. I was at my brother's house back in December, and that was one of the things he said. Man, you starting to look more like dad every day. So yeah, it's just a part of it.
So when you coming back, man?
So my plan is to come back next year. I did tell you that we bought some land here, we bought a condo here, but my plan is to build a house here. But I want to be here when it's built. Just like you were, I watched you on there. I would say this, he motivated me to think about even building a house. That's not something that I was really even thinking about. But I saw you do it, I was like, oh, I can do this.
It's going to be a whole lot less to build it here than Oakland.
I've already done the mathematics, talked to a couple of builders, went through a whole, I already have plans drawn out. I know I have a pretty good idea what we're going to build. So we got 400 square meters, 40 square meters.
How big is the house?
Right about 2,000.
Wow, that is pretty good.
That's the same thing we have. Same thing we have. We have 2,100 square foot home back home.
But yeah, how much is your homework over there? I'm just saying, if I was one to buy.
Well, it'd be about 400.
That's what I'm saying, about 400,000. Wow, you know what that would be 20 million pesos.
Pesos here.
So if you spend 3 million,
it'll cost me. It'll cost me a lot less than half.
Oh, absolutely. That's a lot. But thank you, Errick, man, for your time. Thank you for telling your story. Every black man has a story.
Every black man has a story.
I'm glad that you got courage enough to tell your story, man. Yeah. You said I inspired you. You're going to inspire somebody.
I hope so. For the brothers who are questioning it, man, don't. Get on a plane. I hear Calvin all the time say, half of y'all not going to come over here anyway. Y'all not going to come. But listen, you would enjoy every second. I'm telling you, I'm already lamenting it. I have a flight at 6:15 on Monday morning. And I'm almost in tears now. Because I don't want to miss it.
Yeah, see? There is. I think I'm joking, man. That's the way I felt. But every time I leave the Philippines, it's like I'm leaving home
to go
abroad. Right? But let me say this before I get off here. you watch my channel. Am I lying about anything?
Oh no.
Am I sugarcoating or anything?
No, this man is on the one, man, and what he's saying, what he's seeing, his boots on the ground experience is exactly what it is. I've experienced it, and I'm telling you, I love it. That's just me. And you know, everybody's experiences are different, right?
It's gonna be different.
It's gonna be different, but
the man makes the destination. The destination don't make the man. That's my saying. You know, some guys are gonna come over here that are gonna have the success we had. But don't blame it on me. You gotta look in the mirror. Blame it on them. But
what are you embracing in that culture? You know, I learned a little bit of like I said, I learned an entire song. Trust me, my family will tell you, I learned an entire song, and it was, you know, I have it recorded to.
But how does your woman treat you compared to the American experience?
So let me say this. Now, I've had a couple of incidents. One was I was in an accident, and I had I had 7 bones broken in my foot.
Wow.
And I've had 4 surgeries from that accident, and so my wife was there 100%. I mean, things that you wouldn't think you would need to have done, my wife has done, and it's never been a question.
But she ain't tried to run off or anything like scam you.
See, the funny thing is, we got closer during that time because she was more of a motherly figure for me. Hey, I need you to do this. I'm here to take care of you. So I want you to get back to health. And that's what she's done.
Y'all hang around any other Filipino foreign couple?
Yes, back in the States. There's a couple of couples that we kind of hang around with. As a matter of fact, their employer is Filipino. They invite us to their parties and you know, and then there are people that we know in Chicago, and just haphazardly someone will see us and say, hey, we saw you at the gym, or we saw y'all at the gym, and hey, let's go to dinner, something like that.
That's a big Filipino population in Chicago. I met a few just standing in line when they built that new Jollibee.
Yeah.
I can't tell you where it is. It's not the one in Cicero.
Yeah.
That's where Seafood City is. Yeah. But I've been to that one. Yeah. But thanks again, man. I really appreciate it. I know you got to hit the road. Are you driving or your wife?
No. Actually, my son-in-law.
Your son-in-law, he's good.
He knows the road, so
yeah. You don't want to be driving over here, man.
Well, I
mean,
I
you're doing it, but
you know what's funny?
Playing with fire.
Like I told you, I drove in Brazil.
Yeah.
An hour and a half to a resort with just a map and a language translator book. That's it. So I've always felt I can go wherever I want to go and be comfortable.
Well, thank you again, man. It really means a lot, man, for you to stand in front of the camera and tell your story. It's just little bits and pieces.
Sure.
You know, but these are stories that nobody tells. Okay? I mean, we take for granted, but not to meet guys like you. We don't meet Pookies and Ray Rays over there.
No. It costs
you
a lot
own
of
your
money.
own house, right,
Yes,
over there.
Yes, I do.
You got rental properties over there. You got investments over there.
Yes, sir.
See, this is what I'm talking about. But thanks again, brother.
Welcome,
Appreciate
man.
y'all watching. Finding your heart to help somebody. Now the day goes by, I don't help somebody. I'm sure you help somebody since you've been here.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
You don't have a choice. There's one thing I will say before I part. You do have to get accustomed to some of the poverty that you see. You can't help everybody. It's a shame. It tears at your heartstrings.
You want to.
But the same, you
but
want
you
to.
Can.
But of course we have.
Yeah.
Every day. Every day we've been here.
Because if I don't know anything else, I know this one thing for sure. When we help other people, we help ourselves. Take care, stay safe, stay out of trouble. I'll see you next time. Don't do anything stupid. Don't waste your life away over there. You know what I'm saying? Get out here and explore the earth.
Indeed. So much to see, so much to do. Enjoy it. Get out there.
Hopefully we can hook up next time.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
Want a double date?
Yeah.
Okay, brother. Thank y'all.
All right. Take care.
Yeah, thanks, man. That's a good one.